I want to share some information with you. An observation from an informed individual, a student of metaphors and symbolism, a truther, a filmmaker, a somnambulist disruptor and New World Order mind corrupter. Our country is blanketed with pagan symbolism. These messages are in our faces every day and everywhere. I'm going to focus on one in particular. Why does a global corporation like Taco Bell have so many hidden Masonic messages in its logo? What does this have to do with selling genetically produced food? Nothing. It has everything to do with paying homage to the sun. I'm not going to give you a history lesson on all the points I address, so this film will be narrated under the assumption that the audience is informed enough to follow up this information with one's own research. Taco Bell was a harmless enough company until taken over in 1978. Under new management, the logo received a facelift for its role in the 1993 movie Demolition Man. In Europe, KFC got the shout out in this movie. Ironically, the logo wasn't on the franchise until 1995. Both franchises are owned by PepsiCo. Now, what is wrong with this sign? The Taco Bell itself represents an anti-gravitational UFO-shaped bell discovered in Germany after World War II had ended. Similar to the craft described by every ancient culture who worshipped the Anunnaki, this reptilian race was written about throughout the world in ancient texts and hieroglyphics as reptilian gods. Surrounded by a white border, it symbolizes the bickering between two superpowers who couldn't agree to share this Nazi technology. Allegedly, this bell was relocated to Antarctica, justifying why the South Pole is now the most guarded piece of real estate on the planet. According to documentation recovered by Allied troops, the Nazis believed in a hollow earth theory and occultism, one entrance existing on the South Pole, justifying why the bell is framed by a Masonic door surrounded by a white canvas or landscape. Notice the Masonic arch. According to Freemason beliefs, the reptilian eye is symbolic of Amun-Ra, the pagan sun god, from which every religion in the world has plagiarized its holy trinity and legend from. But even narrowing our scope closer, the all-seeing eye is represented as well. Something visible on every dollar with Federal Reserve prints. The Taco Bell sign was redesigned by Pepsi for a movie about an impending police state. The bell is surrounded by a Cold War mentality fueled by secret information about the Anunnaki hidden at the South Pole, fueling every religion in the world to believe and worship the all-seeing reptilian eye of the pagan sun god Amun-Ra, represented by the number 666 and the star of Saturn, the apex of importance to Freemasons. Think I'm reaching for the stars? Let me simplify everything with this. So now that you can see it more clearly, how does it make you feel that you're eating at this trough? Brainwashing has blinded us to what is right in front of our eyes, but our minds can't see it. I'm not even a Christian, and it horrifies me. Is it possible, with the amount of time, money, and energy spent in the concept, design, and production of this corporate symbol, for all of this to just be a coincidence? What does that word even mean anymore? Taco Bell spent a fortune on the design of this new logo. From the looks of it, satanic and pagan symbolism seems to be a successful formula for global corporations. Stop enabling the 1% to continue down this insane superhighway. Their products contribute nothing towards the human race. We're poisoning our bodies with their food, rotting our minds with their media, and selling our soul for a slow, painful death induced by our own poor choices. With all that has been pointed out in this short film, let's not forget that we are talking about a Mexican fast food franchise. Our money continues to stoke this behavior under the auspices of convenience and the American way. I am PUNKdispenser.